really good with the 21 day fix. Said, just give me 21 days. That's all I need. And then yesterday morning, he was sitting on the couch. I'm like, I have it all ready on my computer. Get your butt going. And then the kids were on him. They're like, get your workout bod, Dad. So,
Men.
yeah, men. They're silly.
Sorry, Devin.
Oh, it's cool. I was actually kind of
We're talking about our husbands.
Oh, no, don't worry at all. No, I was actually kind of nervous after my little rant earlier. Like, I was like, shoot, what if I get on my call and, like, nobody's on there? They're all, like, pissed off at me.
True, Devin, we're not getting on the call.
We're awkward. So, yeah.
Actually, I literally just read that, like, 2 seconds ago. And I was like, oh.
No, and honestly, and I, it's 9:01, so I'll just kind of talk about it now. I was going to wait till everybody got on, but this is probably it. But no, I that came from a really good place, you guys, because I know, like, how easy it is when things get super busy and you're planning out your day and it's like, oh my gosh, I have this team call and it's at 9:00 on a weeknight. Like, oh my gosh, like, I'd rather just relax. I'm super tired. I totally get that. Like, believe me, I do. I've been there. I worked full time with kids and I had a lot going on, and I still do, even though I work from home. I think things have even actually gotten busier, which is weird. But I know how important these calls are. And it's not only just to, like, give you advice and give you tips and things that worked for me, but it's to, like, see your team and, face to face, whether it's through a computer or not. Like, you see your teammates, you build that camaraderie and you get that connection. And it honestly, it might even just be a mental thing, but it makes things easier. It makes it so that you know who you can reach out to, who you relate to. It gives a chance to just kind of, like, meet once a month and just say, like, you guys are doing awesome and you're really putting yourself out there. I've seen some awesome posts from all of you this week so far, and it's only Tuesday. So it's just, it's a really great chance to just, like, celebrate you. It's not like you have to come prepared or, like, do a bunch of homework before this call. You just show up. As long as you're on, I don't care. I just want to see you because it's so, like, easy to get wrapped up in, like, Facebook notifications and posts, and sometimes you catch things, sometimes you don't, and it's just a really great chance for us all to, like, get together, ask questions, bond a little bit and, like, build off each other and just share what's working or not. So that was why I posted that. I hope I didn't offend anybody. I hope I didn't single anybody out. That wasn't my intention, but it's one.
I'm so offended. Just kidding.
Yeah. No, I and if you are, I'm sorry, but I'm not.
I'm joking.
No, I know you are, Katie. I know you are. But it's just these little sacrifices. They might mean nothing right now, but they're gonna add up over time, and they're gonna pay off. I'm a walking example of that. They just do. And the more you're tied in, the more success that you will have, whether you think it's meaningless or not. I tie into calls all week long with my upline.
They do pay off.
Absolutely.
The other Katie will be joining. She messaged us. She's having computer issues.
Oh, Katie Kurth.
So,
Did we lose Devin?
Not a problem. I'll give her just another minute.
Okay.
You're back.
Yay.
We lost you.
Did I cut out?
Yeah. I think it's because your husband's moving in the background. Just kidding. Tell him it's his fault.
Yeah, I will.
Sorry.
I apologize.
You can join us.
Yeah. You want to hop on and give some words of advice, bud?
What?
Just kidding.
What's his advice?
He doesn't even know.
He doesn't have any. Drink Shakeology.
Yeah. We were just commenting on how much Shakeology that we have, and I was yelling at him because I was like, dude, you haven't drank it for how long? And he has been now, but it took him a long time to start drinking it. So we have like 8 on stock.
Wow.
We need more because we've been drinking the Recovery and Shakeology, and oh my gosh, we don't have enough Shakeology.
Oh, well, if you need some, seriously, let me know. I have variety packs. I have bags of chocolate and strawberry. I would love to sell them.
I just got cafe latte today. I'm so excited.
I need to switch it up and get that.
It's
The
good.
bag even smells good. Like seriously. Like,
Yeah.
I can't wait till tomorrow.
I tried it once and it was at that conference in California and I don't know what they did, but like the hotel people were making it and it didn't taste the greatest. I don't know. I was a little like I don't know. It just, maybe there was so much hype. I don't know. But I
Well,
love
my
coffee and I love
smells
chocolate.
amazing.
So
Yeah.
I'm not even an iced coffee person, and I actually like it.
do you?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I mix it with the almond milk, though, and ice. I don't even blend it on the rocks. And
Yeah,
it's delicious.
I never blend my shakes, really, ever.
I don't
Well, I
ever
had
blend
the-
mine.
Vegan chocolate today. I didn't blend it, and oh my goodness, that was like heaven. So
That's my favorite.
it's so yummy.
I heard it's
Don't
much
tell me
better
it
than the
doesn't-
regular.
It
Yeah.
is.
It's like, don't tell me it doesn't taste different. It tastes different.
No, I agree. I think it does. So does the strawberry. The strawberry tastes way different in vegan versus
Yeah.
the regular.
Mm-hmm.
Devin, in our team cup, our group, we were talking about follow-ups.
Yeah.
And today I had talked to one of the moms that's a friend of Aubrey's a while ago, and she was like, no, I do it that is isogenics or however you say that. And she was like, I don't want that or whatever. I like my stuff. And today she sent me a text message, was like, do you have any packets of the Shakeology that I should try? Because I'm really bored with it. Isogenics, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
I don't really like it anymore.
Well, you should just be like, you're paying triple what you would have to pay to do Shakeology, to do Isogenics, just so you know.
Yeah,
You
but I
don't
thought,
get bored
oh my
with
gosh,
Shakeology.
the fact that you're asking me about it first,
Yeah.
great. So
No, that's, and that's just the beauty of this. It's like, however many people you talk to, there's so many people that are doing like Isogenics or It Works or Herbalife or Advocare, and none of those actually promote just like clean eating and working out as much as we do, which is why I think that people stick with us much longer. It's because the results they're getting aren't based off of like a fad diet. So, even though there's those people that we're friends with that do all these other things, eventually they're going to stop doing that and they're going to want a different solution. So that, I blast this every single time I talk to people, but it's consistency in everything that we do. It's, that's why we build momentum and gain more people and different, more customers as we go forward with this, because the more that we stick to it personally and show that it's easy to fit into our lifestyle and that we're getting results and that we're helping people, the more people that are going to flock to us in the long run, because we're not like a fad diet. Clean eating and working out is nothing that was just invented. It's been around like forever. So, and that's what we promote. And that, I don't know.
I told my husband tonight on the Upper Fix, I walked down right at the time where she's like, there's no magic pill. I said, see, no magic pill.
Even Autumn knows. She knows her shit. So. All right. Well, this is going to be a very informal call. I have a few things I want to talk about, and so it'll probably be a shorter call, but I wanted to just kind of go over what I've been like ranting about the past week and show you, from my side of things, how amazing Teamsy is, because you guys, like, it's a complete game changer. I can't stress enough how much easier it's been for me to get my invites out, to follow up with people, whether it's coaches, customers, prospects.
You know what the cost is, though?
I want to say it's $30
You know what the
a month.
cost is?
Yeah, it's $30 a month. You get to try it for free for a month, and you don't have to put in any credit card info that first month that you try it. So really, it's like no obligations. You just try it for a month, see if you love it. And if you do, then I believe it's $30 a month.
Is that something we could take on taxes?
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, Teamsy, Sendables, another one I'm going to talk about tonight, and that's where you can schedule all of your posts like in groups. You can't do them to your personal page, but you can schedule them for all of your like challenge groups, coaching groups. I believe you can do it to your business page, but Facebook already has that option in your business page. So I don't use it for that. I really just use it for my challenge groups and my coaching training groups and things like that. But Sendable's another one you can dock on your taxes. You can do, like, if you set up a Zoom account and have your own Zoom link, you can do that from your taxes. Anything business fee related, no matter what it is, you can claim that for your taxes. So yeah, like for myself, I just went to my tax appointment last week, and I could even claim, it's called the safe harbor tax, but it's when you work from home and have a home office. You can claim, I want to say it's like $1,000 is like kind of like the blanket tax for it. But
You can't if you're renting.
What?
If you don't own the place, you can't do it.
Well, no, it's if you're working from home. So
I know, but if you don't own your own home, you can't do it. I got, because we're renting right now, we couldn't do it.
I didn't know that. Okay, that's good to know. So could you claim anything like your internet or your like phone or anything?
No, I mean, my regular job is work from home, and I couldn't because first of all, our income's too high to be able to claim any rent, so then we don't get to claim any work from home stuff. We can't itemize to do that.
I wonder if it's different because you have another full-time job from home.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, if you do work from home and you own your home, I guess, then you can claim that safe harbor tax. But I would just talk to your person about it. But you can claim, partially your cell phone bill because you probably do a ton from your phone. Things like that. So just keep them in mind, like whatever you're using for this business, whether it's office supplies or trips that you go on, mileage to go to the post office, gifts that you buy for your team, anything like that can be claimed. So just make sure to keep track of that. And if you make over, I want to say it's like $600 a year with coaching, then you need to start claiming it on your taxes, which I think majority of you, if not everyone on this call, is going to make that in a year. So just make sure to start now so that you're not like me last minute trying to scramble and like figure everything out. It's like my MO. So just prepare yourself. So anyway, I will get started. And like I said, this is going to be very informal. I did not put together any slides, but I wanted to just touch base this month and kind of give you my game plan for next month so that we can prepare ahead. And I will put together a calendar and hopefully post it this week so that we have a visual of what's going on. But my plan for March actually is to do things slightly different. And by slightly, it's just really one change. But what I typically do is, we run our challenge groups every 2 weeks. So the first challenge group in March is not actually until the 14th because we start a challenge group the last day of February. So not a big deal. We'll also start our coach training that last day of February as well. But what I want to do is the second week in March, which is March 7th, I want to run a free 3-day group. I don't know what it's going to be yet. I'm open to ideas, so please help me. But what I want to do is run this group kind of similar to how we would run a challenge group. So whether it's like a 3-day, make sure you drink your water or, no sweets or no alcohol or whatever it might be. Run it for 3 days and give them tips and things throughout those 3 days. And on that third day, which is going to be probably a Wednesday, open up for a live what is a challenge group call and invite everybody in that free group to that challenge group call. Because I think a lot of the people that join our free groups have probably seen our posts about challenge groups, maybe might be slightly interested, but they're not really sure what they're getting themselves into. So it's a really great chance for people to hop on and learn about what the challenge group entails, learn how they can join, what they'll get out of it, how long they run, answer all those preliminary questions that we typically get when we're messaging and inviting with people. So my goal is to get people to just rock that 3-day group, have it be very interactive, do maybe a big prize at the end of it, make it so there's a lot of interaction in there. And then that third day on that Wednesday, open up for a call where we can answer questions, go over what challenge groups are about, and then start promoting for our next challenge group. Because if that free group runs the second week in March, we're going to be starting a challenge group that third week. So it'll give us leverage for people, give us more people to invite to that next challenge group. Hopefully gain more traction on our challenge group posts. We'll have more people interested in possibly joining a group after they finish up this free one. So I think it'll just kind of like roll into that next challenge group. That's my thought on it. So then the third week in March, we will run the new challenge group. The fourth week, we will do a What is Coaching sneak peek. And that'll run that Monday or the Wednesday, the 23rd of March. It'll be one day again. And then we'll have that night, we'll have another What is Coaching call. But the good thing about this is that, so we've built up a ton of momentum that first part of the month with our challenge groups, with our free group, with the what is a challenge group call. We'll get a lot of conversations going from that we can go back to those same people and say, hey, like, you were really awesome in that free group, or you had a lot of questions about challenge groups. Like, maybe you should check out our coaching sneak peek to see how this all ties together, or, whatever it is. But we'll just have more to build from to invite to that coaching sneak peek is my thought on this. So like I said, I will put this all on paper so you can see it visually, because right now you're probably just like, what week are you talking about? But that's my game plan, is to really just kind of feed off of the things that we do from the beginning of the month to the end of the month. Because honestly, for like reaching Success Club purposes, if we can really promote challenge groups the first 2 weeks of the month, those are the easiest to invite to. The coaching opportunity is a little bit harder, but if we build momentum from those challenge groups, and then we see some rock star people in those groups posting and, doing their workouts and drinking Shakeology, those are the people that we can reach out to and say, hey, I've noticed you in this group. You're doing super awesome. Your results so far in 1 week have been awesome. Why don't you check out my coaching sneak peek? Mm-hmm. Great. So I think it'll just really tie into each other and make more sense. Our month will flow a little bit easier. And if we're all doing this together, the hype in these groups will be that much bigger. So if we're all on the same page with it, and if you're all cool with this plan, let's just roll with it. I think, teamwork makes things a lot easier. It makes things more exciting. And the more interaction in these groups, the better. I think people love feeling like they're part of something. So if we can create that in all of our groups, I think we'll roll with that momentum.
When is the coach sneak peek next week? What day is that?
That's the 24th on Wednesday.
Okay.
So it'll be just that day. It'll be from morning. And I think the last post will end up being about 6 o'clock or so that night. And then we'll open up for a live call at 8 p.m. that same night, so that anyone in the group can join that call, or they can invite people if they're in the group and they're like, I know someone that would be really great for this. They can invite them to that call then that night.
Okay.
Did you have much luck last time with that?
What was that?
Did you have much luck last time with that?
I did. I think breaking it down into one day makes things a little bit more appealing for people. If it's one day where they just can check in whenever they want and scroll through and look at the information they want, I don't know. I think one day is just simpler. It's less work for us on our end. And I honestly think that I got more success out of that one day group than I have out of any other coaching opportunity groups. So that's kind of my thoughts on that. But it's something that, you can also, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, I'll be able to invite and bring people, but I work all day. Then I have a pregnancy expo I have to man the fort for. So
okay. No, that's totally fine. And this kind of goes back to my rant. I get things come up and it doesn't always work out for everybody to join all these calls. But if you can, and you're just too tired, or, you're just watching TV anyway, just hop on the call. It doesn't take too long. So that was the basis of my rant. But if you have obviously other stuff going on, make sure to take care of that.
I would rather not be there.
No, it's totally fine. Don't feel bad.
Devin, do you want us on those calls?
Oh, I think you just muted yourself, Katie.
Sorry. Do you want us on the call if we don't have people?
If you don't have people, it's totally up to you. I wouldn't say that you have to be on, but if you do have people, for sure. If you want to just be on to be a fly on the wall and like, you know, just get more experience with the calls, totally cool. But if you don't have people on there, and you know, it's completely up to you at that point. I wouldn't expect you to be on, but if you do have people, please be on because they're going to want to see your face.
Nobody says yes.
They will.
That's why the group with a call mixed in kind of works the best of both worlds, because for me, I tend to get more people that want to join the group versus the call personally. But it does get better over time. You know, you guys are all fairly new coaches, so it does take a little bit to gain that momentum. But the more you post about what coaching has done for you and how it's benefited you, the more people that are going to be interested in our coach opportunity, like sneak peeks or calls and that type of thing. So the better, you know, the earlier you start posting about that aspect of the business, the better. And with, you know, listening to Melanie Mitro talk in California, she was one of the speakers there. She talked about how she plans out her month. And I took a lot away from that. I think she has a ton of great things to do. But one thing she does is, like the first 2 weeks of the month, she makes sure to post about challenge group related posts. Because the first 2 weeks of her month are focused on challenge groups, which, you know, that's kind of how it is for most people. And then the last part of the month, she tries to post about what coaching has done for her. You know, little tidbits every single day, but she doesn't miss a day. You know, she might talk about being able to run errands at, you know, 11 o'clock on a Tuesday, or, you know, going to her kids' school function at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon and not having to take off work. So, you know, thinking of things like that to post about and be consistently posting about is what's going to draw people in to want to join these sneak peeks or our challenge groups and that type of thing. So really it's just planning out your month. And that's the point of
I know Katie and I were, sorry, do you have an idea for the next challenge group? Do you have an idea?
Well, okay, I'm kind of toying around with this. Let me pull it up so I remember what I'm talking about. One second. On a side note, so like our house has been hit with like the sickness from hell, and all my kids had it. My husband got it, but I was in the clear, and then like 2 days ago, like I got it, and I was like, dang it. Oop, did I freeze?
Yes.
Sorry. Okay, so I have an idea, and I'm not really sure when it's gonna fall the best. I don't know if it'd be too early to do it for the 29th of February because that's our next challenge group. But I thought like spring clean your diet would be kind of like the theme. So whether we do it this next challenge group or maybe like the one after that, I guess I don't know what would be the best bet for that.
The only reason we ask, we kind of like the idea that Marcia did that Biggest Loser thing.
I would be down for that.
But we also didn't want to manage the money. So Katie actually brought up that dietbet.com option where you they make their accounts and
yeah. I think the only thing with Diet Bet is that it's very like, I guess I don't know. I have not been on. I've heard of it and I've seen people talk about it. I just don't know if
unless you have PayPal and you'd be cool with managing the money.
Yeah, no, I do have PayPal and I would definitely be cool doing it that way. I think I'd prefer to do it that way, honestly, just so that there isn't any other like outside sources dictating how we do things. But I would totally be cool with managing the money with my PayPal account. That's not a big deal at all. But I've toyed around and thought about that Biggest Loser idea quite a bit lately, actually. So it's funny that you say that. But I would be down for doing that for our next group if you guys are.
Megan and I, we were talking about it, and we were saying that, you know, obviously open to past, current, and like new customers. And then her and I were talking about how like would say, you know, some people are like, oh my gosh, $140, but like I would say I'll pay your like entry fee for the Biggest Loser challenge or the the bet or whatever and
Yeah.
to get new people.
Yeah, that's up to you. How much would we make the entry fee then?
Like $10.
$10?
I wouldn't make it huge, but just
Yeah.
I would open it, definitely invite a lot of past customers so that we could get it higher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think Marcia did only $5, but her thing really, that whole form that you had to like agreement form really kind of threw me off because it's really like intense. But
Yeah, I guess and this might be a fault of mine, but I'm personally very like laid back and I'm not like super like tedious about things. So it would be something, I mean, we would have to for sure lay out ground rules and they would have to agree to ground rules because, if they're winning money, then I want to make sure it's fair across the board and that type of thing. And I want to make sure people are participating, but I never looked at her agreement. I'll have to check it out, but
it was something like everybody they had to take a picture of your scale and somebody had to take pictures, measurements. I get all that, but she also wanted them to have Zoom call weekly. Like, I think that's too much, but I'm totally for once a week, like weigh-in Wednesday or something,
No, I completely agree. I think the Zoom calls are a little much. And
I think that's just trying to get people to interact.
Yeah.
I know that's definitely the point behind them, but I just think that's a hard thing to ask for people, especially when everybody's not on the same schedule and so let's think about this, but let's plan for that then for the 29th.
What if we do, I saw your post like if I did a Biggest Loser style challenge, would anybody be interested?
Mm-hmm.
I think I might do that and see like how many people would be like say, oh yeah, or whatever, or I would want more information.
You should do that. Okay, so what's the date today? The 16th? I think that would be a great post to do on like either like tomorrow night, just a night that's going to get a lot more views on it. Would be like tomorrow night. Otherwise, like Sunday night. The only thing with Sunday night is you might want to post about the sneak peek. So like think about when you're planning out your posts like that, but like Sunday, Mondays are usually the best nights to post overall. So maybe pick one night for like, if I were to run a group like this, would you join? And then like the following night, the sneak peek post or flip flop them, whatever you want to do. But that would be a really, really good idea.
Facebook's been good lately. I don't know.
It has been. I thought starting on the 29th for preseason would be good too, because we have a lot of moms in our new moms group right now, or the moms group, that's their last week that they might want to carry over. So I think that's perfect timing.
Okay. We have a really active group, right? Like super active group, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's really, really cool.
We're also giving away prizes.
Yeah.
Honestly though, like, and prizes, obviously write them off on your tax fees. But yeah, sometimes you just got to figure out what works and roll with it. If this creates a lot of interaction in your group and you're getting a lot of really good challengers and they're participating, that just makes everyone else want to participate. So like creating that hype really just, lets you see who's going to stand out in that group that you can reach out to and say, maybe you should coach. Or, if they get a really good before and after, then you can give them a shout out and share that before and after if they're okay with it. There's a lot you can do when you have really good challenge groups. And the best coaches come from challenge groups overall. Not every coach just like signs up because they want to like quit their job. Like that's pretty rare. The majority are going to come from those challenge groups. So if we can make them awesome, I think it'll just snowball from there.
I know I said I think I have like 2 or 3 potentials in there, so we have to make it good.
Yeah. And that kind of actually segues me into this next thing I'm going to talk about, which like I said, I've been ranting about, but it's Teamzy. Who has checked it out so far?
I have.
Okay. I'm going to share my screen. Hold on.
But Facebook hasn't sent my stuff yet. I'm
No.
so annoyed.
I know it took me, I want to say like a day or 2 in the beginning. to get it. And then once I got it, if I wanted like an update with like all the new people I added, it took like 15 minutes. So I think like the initial time takes a little bit, but
No, it's been like days, Devin.
oh, do it again.
I did. I probably have too much crap. They're probably like, this girl has too much shit on Facebook.
I don't know, man. I've had mine since 2004. Whenever you could get it in college and only could get it with a college email is when I signed up.
That's me too.
All right.
And I deleted so many people. I should have.
I know. You'll get them back. No, I was kidding. Can you guys see my screen? Like the TeamZ dashboard?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. So what is amazing about this? And it's something that not only helps me build my business, but it also helps me like focus on my own team, because as you start adding coaches to your team, you know, following up with everybody and making sure that you do it regularly gets kind of hard. And even following up with not only your personally sponsored coaches, but the ones that they're personally sponsoring and so forth and so forth. You know, you want to support your entire team and kind of be that leader and that mentor, and that person that, you know, they can basically mimic and duplicate their business from. So for me, like, I'm a scatterbrain, you guys. Like I say it all the time, and you know this. And you know, being able to keep track of everything has been super hard. Like if you saw what I'm sitting around right now, it would be piles of like Post-it notes and notebooks and scrap paper and print offs. And I had like 3 planners. I don't know why. But I was always trying to find a system that worked for me and that would organize everything into one spot. It was easy to manage and so forth. This for me is it. And I don't know if it's going to be the same for you, but like this has been life-changing for me. So it basically, when you're setting up your TeamZ account, shoot, I think I just cut out. Am I back? Can you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. A little message just popped up. Anyway, so when I was setting up my TeamZ account, it asks you, one of the first things it asks you is, what are your income goals for the year? So I don't know about you, but when I joined coaching, I signed up because I wanted to make money and I want to help people, and I'm passionate about health and fitness, but ultimately it was because I had bigger goals like quitting my job, you know, hopefully retiring my husband one day and so forth. Those are my huge goals. So to be able to like plug in, like I want to make this much in the next year, tell me what I need to do to get there. That's what this does. So it tells you how many different connections that you need to make with like new connections that are not customers yet. So however many people you need to message each day, whether it's an invite or sending out a message like, hey, how's it going? We haven't talked in a while. I noticed you have a daughter. She's super cute. Just wanted to say hi, something like that. But just some sort of connection. So it tells you how many to do of that, how many customers you should follow up with each day. And that you could import from even like your Beachbody website. So like all the free leads I've been assigned over the past however many months that I have not reached out to, I'm now reaching out to them because I have their names right here and it's telling me 7 today. Just do it. You know, you can text, email, Facebook message, whatever it is. How many coaches that you need to connect with so that you're being like current with your team. And then how many new people you need to add to your market every single day. So I guess personally, I love things just like mapped out for me because I'm the type of person that is like, just tell me what I need to do and I'll do it. I don't want to think about why I have to do it or the logistics of it all. I just need to be told, do this and you'll get this. That's why I love this. You can import all of your Facebook contacts, like I said, all of your Beachbody customers, all your coaches, and it's all just going to be laid out here for you. And then you basically rank every single person that you've added. And if you rank them higher, that's going to be people that you're going to follow up with a little bit more. So say you have people that you're friends with that you think would be great in a challenge group, but they've not actually joined yet. You can rank them a little bit higher so that you're talking to them more. But if it's someone that you're friends with and you're just like, ugh, I do not want anything to do with them, rank them as a 1, and you won't ever really message them. But it makes sure that you're working your warm market because I think that's something that a lot of coaches overlook after a while, especially if you've done this for a little bit, is your warm market. You think you run out of people. You think all your leads are gone from your warm market if you've done this for 6 months or more. You think your honeymoon period is over, but really it's not. You know, those same people have been watching you from day one, and they're still watching you. They're still your friend. You just haven't talked to them yet or connected with them yet. And this makes sure that you do that and that nobody slips through the cracks. Even today, going through this, I had, you know, it tells you my next 12 connections I have to make. And there's people I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I just messaged her. And then I would pull up their name and I had never even messaged them. Like, what the hell? Mm-hmm. So there's so many people that you just overlook that you think you've talked to because you're talking to so many people all the time. This just really organizes it for you. So another really great thing I loved about it is that you can, your why, it's right here on the bottom left, and you can see it every single day. You know, it's there in front of you. It can remind you why you're doing what you're doing, which I think can get lost in the big scheme of things when you're hustling every single day and you're getting caught up in different things, and maybe things aren't working out the best. So then you want to give up on things. But if you know, I don't know. I just like having it laid out before me. So, that's my big plug on Teamzy. It's just teamzy.com. You can try it for free for a month. It's awesome. And I highly recommend it to anybody who wants to get organized with their messages and their followers.
Yeah, it's pretty slick.
Yeah. Anybody have questions about this?
No, but I'm annoyed with Facebook. Why haven't they sent me my stuff?
I know. I'm annoyed for you because
I did it twice.
Did it go to your junk?
I don't know. Facebook hates me.
Check your junk mail.
You're so smart.
And is the email that you signed up with still the email that you use? Because if it's an old email, maybe it's in the wrong one.
No, it's still the same email, but my Facebook stuff does go to my junk.
Is it in there? Did you just check it and you saw it?
I didn't see it yet. Hold on.
Okay.
I got 90 million emails. Holy cow.
So, Devin, do you hear me?
Yes, I do.
Okay, it's Katie. I don't know why my computer's not working. But in Teamzy, where it's 12 connects for prospects,
yes.
Are you sending out 12 invites to challenge groups, or is that just simply connecting like, hey, how's it going?
It's a mixture of both. So like those people that are popping up for me, like if I've messaged them or if I know them well, then I might send them an invite. But if I don't and I haven't really talked to them for a while, I might just message them and like go to their timeline and just say, hey, you know, I just want to stop in and say hi. It's been a really long time, but I noticed you have a beautiful family. Just hope things are going well with you. You know, something super simple. Yeah. And then I kind of leave it at that for now. But you can set your follow-up. So like if it's someone like that I haven't talked to for a while, I might set my follow-up for like 2 to 3 weeks later. If it's someone that I
okay, so you can
yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry. So no, I'm sorry. My husband's talking to me. Everyone's talking to me. But so you can set like, okay, you talk to them today.
Yeah.
You message them today, and now I'm gonna, contact 2 weeks.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. You can set your follow-ups. So you can manually set them for however long that you want. Otherwise, there's like a follow-up default that is just based off how you've ranked that person. So if it's somebody that you've ranked high, which means that there may be a current customer or there's someone that you talk to a ton that's been interested but just hasn't followed through yet, the follow-up default will be like within like a week. If there's somebody that, maybe you rank like a 3 out of 5 that, might be interested, maybe not, it'll set that follow-up for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks later, kind of depending on what you pick. But yeah, it gives you kind of like a never ending stream of people to contact, which I like. And it makes it so you don't have to think about who you're going to message next. Because personally, that's where I always get caught up is like, okay, I'm going to look at my friends list again. Like, who am I going to message? You know, I don't know. And I just like it telling me what to do.
I just stare at it. I'm like, doo-doo.
I know.
What are
You waste so much time trying to figure out, like, okay, like, who am I going to message? That you just, you know, people fall through the cracks, I think, that way.
Like, this guy's a genius. I don't know who he is, but he's a genius.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's a coach, actually. And he has a lot of videos that you can watch when you set this up. But he's super excited about this program, and he actually reached out to somebody who knows to like develop this, but he's put like everything into it. He knows exactly like what you need as a coach. And I don't know, for me, like I said, income was a big reason I started coaching. Like, I just needed extra income or like something to do that didn't have me like stuck in a cubicle all day. So I just loved the fact that you could plug in your goal right off the bat and say, like, this is what I want to do this year. Tell me how I'm going to reach that goal. And then it just lays it out for you and gives you the activities that you need to do daily to reach that goal.
Is this an app on your phone also?
I don't think so, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
I
I think it has to be from a computer, or
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
there was something that you couldn't do it from like a mobile phone, I read.
Okay.
I found it, Devin. I found it.
Yay!
I'm no longer mad at Facebook.
Good. You need to get this. It will, I mean, I wish I would have had this from day one. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely helpful.
Okay, so enough about Teamsy,
Mhm.
which, again, do it. Just try it. It's free for a month. Anyway.
Did they send the notification, do you think, when we have to pay? Because they didn't take any credit card information or anything.
Yeah, I think once your 30 days are up, it'll tell you, like, you have to pay to keep going.
Okay.
But you don't need it to sign up.
Mm-mm.
You just can
Right.
sign up off the bat and use it for 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so another one I'm going to talk about called Sendable. Have any of you used Sendable before?
No.
So this one is another really, really good time saver. And this, I believe, is $10 a month. So again, it's going to be something you'd have to pay for, but it just makes life a little bit easier. But now my computer is going to be super slow. 1 second. Oops, I just do that. All right, can you see my Sendable screen right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So here is where you can schedule all of your posts ahead of time. And you can actually, let me just find where it says what you can link to.
You have to pay for this one too.
You do. I think it's $10 a month. So it's not as much as Teamsy, but shoot, where did I? Okay. So you can link with Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, WordPress, Google, YouTube, Blogger, Foursquare, Instagram. You can schedule all your posts through Sendable to all those social outlets. So if you have blog posts you've written in advance, or if you're posting in like a challenge group for a full week, anything, you guys, you can schedule in this app. So if you're looking to save time and you just want to get things planned out, if you only have like maybe 1 day a week where you can sit down and like figure out your week of posts, this would be a great solution for you to get it all plugged in and scheduled so that every morning you wake up, you could have posts ready to go every single day. It's really, really easy to use. And let me find. Okay, so here is where you can schedule everything, if it will pull it up. So like I have our coach mentorship scheduled, I have our challenge group scheduled for every single day this week. And you don't, I mean, it might not seem tedious when you're doing it, and maybe it does, but like if you're posting for a full week, especially if you have multiple groups, like you might forget to post, or you might just be doing it last minute and frantically trying to like pull up the posting guide and then copy and paste and put it into the group, and you're running late for work. And I don't know, that's how I was every single morning when I started coaching. So this is a huge time saver. You can plug in all of the wording, you can add pictures, links, you know, videos, anything you want, and you can have it scheduled to post in any Facebook group, your business page. The only thing with Facebook that you can't schedule is your personal page, but everything else is game. And then, like I said, you can do YouTube, Instagram, Blogger, all those other social media outlets you can schedule as well. So I just wanted to show you that to give you just another idea if you're just running low on time or feeling like you need more organization, where or just maybe you just want to you only have a day to work and you want to get everything taken care of that day so that you can kind of coast the rest of the week. This might be an option to look into. Sendable is one that I actually transitioned to from Hootsuite is what it's called, which is typically the same thing. However, Hootsuite for some reason just like fell off the map, and it's not like, I don't know, it's just not good anymore, I guess. I can't use it. So I switched over to Sendable. It's actually a lot more user-friendly. And there's a lot more to it. I only use it for posting in my groups. But you can measure your performance in groups. You can see like how certain posts do versus others. You can typically run your business posts through this as well to see the traction that you're getting on them. You can even like comment on certain posts from here versus logging into Facebook. But I honestly just use this to schedule my posts, and that's it. But I think it's really, really, I don't know, it's worth it to me because I can just wake up in the morning and know that I don't have to worry about posting immediately. I can get on with everything else I have to do. So I just wanted to just touch on this briefly, but just show you that there's another option out there that could help you stay organized and not feel like a scatterbrain. Anyone have questions on this one? Yeah, and to do it, I should just show you quick. To set up a post, you just click compose right here in the right corner, and then select a service. You just select whatever group that you're posting for. Put whatever you're going to post in there, schedule it. You can pick your day and your time. You can click repeat if it's a post you want to do every single day, which I don't think any of us really have that, but maybe you do. But you can upload, anything to this. You can attach certain links. You can put pictures, whatever you want. But it's super easy and just takes kind of the guesswork out of things during the week. All right. So I think the last thing, maybe I covered everything. Yeah, I did. So that's all I had for tonight, but I will open up for any questions if you guys have any. Everybody good?
So the Sendable probably it sounds nice, but it might be something that's like, once I get going more and have more stuff going on, it's probably more something I'll need.
Yeah, it's completely up to you. For me, posting in, say, like a training group, maybe a multiple challenge groups at the same time was just a little much. And I would, like I said, I'm a scatterbrain, so I would forget sometimes to post in a certain group or whatever. I just didn't want to have to worry about that. Um, so this
I
was
must have lost her.
Oh, can you hear me?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
It's probably your Facebook is taking up too much of your internet, I bet.
It probably is. Well, and I had like a million things open, so
That darn Facebook.
ugh. Yeah. But yeah, it's totally up to you. If you feel like you have trouble keeping track of posts or just don't want to worry about it every single day and would rather just get it all figured out one day, Sendable is a really great option just to save on time during the week. But if it's something that you're not really worried about or you have no problem just logging, posting every single day on your own, then that's totally fine too. I just wanted to show you guys another option because I had talked about it and some other coaches were like, their mind was like blown that this was even available. So I'm like, well, I better tell everybody about it. So I feel like Oh, go ahead.
I foresee the other site being way more for me to just because I want to grow. So
Yeah.
I foresee that one being more beneficial right now.
No,
Mhm.
I agree. Like if you're going to invest in something, I think, investing in something that's going to help you complete like one of your 3 vital behaviors every day is your best bet. Something like Sendable, it's a really great option if you want it, but you don't need it. Not saying that you need Teamzy either, but for me, it's just nice to have it all laid out before me and like just be able to like bust through all my messages super fast. So that was the thought behind that, but just wanted to keep everybody in the loop because I hear about these things and like I've been coaching for almost 2 years now. So some of this I heard about so long ago, but I think everybody knows about it when they really don't. So just wanted to make
I've learned to not sign up to post in like 2 groups at the same time.
well, that's where Sendable comes in handy.
Right?
I've done that.
It's
Live and learn.
when I first started coaching, I think there was one week I signed up to post in like 3 groups. And that's when our groups were 60 days long. And so it was like I always had 2, 3, 4 groups going at once. And sometimes I was posting in like all of them at once. And it was made my brain hurt. So
A lot.
insert Sendable. Any other questions or anything?
Really quickly, the coaching opportunity next week.
Yes.
Is that something that we are posting in, or is that something that you post, or what? How does that work?
I will take care of the posting in that group. The only thing I ask is for anybody who adds people to it just to be like to interact in that group. So like if their people are asking questions, make sure to hop in and help answer those questions. Just support the group overall, but don't worry about the actual posting. I'll do that. But just be interactive, make sure your customers or your potentials are getting supported with their questions or comments or whatever it is. And if you can post a video talking about like why you signed up to be a coach, kind of your story thus far, and share that in that group because the more the merrier. The more that people see that there's so many different coaches, I think is more appealing than thinking they have to be like a certain way to be a coach. So
I think we have to be an admin then to post because I was going to because I had a few girls in the last group, but I wasn't an admin and other people were posting. So I was like, oh, I'm fine. So.
Okay, well, that's good to know. I might not have done that. So thank you for reminding.
I wasn't heartbroken. I don't like videos, so I'm good.
I wasn't heartbroken.
Any other questions?
I think they're so dumb. But they do so well on Facebook. It's stupid.
I hate videos. Ugh.
You know what? I'm back to hating Facebook.
Yeah, you'll have
That's a whole 5 minutes.
It's like 5 minutes here on out. Ugh. I was actually just complaining to my husband because somebody called me. Oh, it was the hospital because I have an appointment on Thursday just for my daughter's checkup, annual, not annual, but whatever. 9-month checkup. There you go. So anyway, they called me and then they called him because I didn't answer right away. And I was like, I just hate technology. Like, what if I don't want to answer my phone? What if I'm busy? Like, what if I just don't want to talk right now? Do I have to? No, I don't think I should. Like, maybe I want a break. So anyway.
That's what our dentist does. She'll call me. I'm at work. And then she calls my husband and tells me an appointment. Like, really? I'm an adult.
Yeah, leave a message. Like, I don't need to talk to you to know that I'm coming there on Thursday. Like, I've got it. Anyway, just a night full of ranting, apparently. Any other questions or anything?
Sometimes you just got to turn it all off.
I know.
Literally,
it is
you guys.
honestly, to unplug here and there. So please.
Well, and you know your phones are supposed to actually be turned all the way off. Like, you're killing your phone if you never do. So
my phone would be like buried by now.
Yeah, mine's dead.
it's really, really bad for your phone if you don't ever turn it off.
Well,
I do when it freezes.
yeah,
Do when it freezes. That's why it freezes.
We have to update it.
And I need to
Yeah.
Hey, Whitney, now that we're all on here, do you have questions about sending invites or anything?
Well,
Or inviting people?
I just don't know what to say all the time because they're just like, no. It's like you don't never, like, sometimes you get like positive feedback and other times it's like, no. They don't even.
What suggestions do you guys have for her? She gets a lot of objectives.
No's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Be okay with no.
Those are people that you should for sure follow up with for your next group. And when I do follow up, I just say, like, I know the timing wasn't right last time, but I just want to give you a heads up. I'm starting a new group now. You know, would you be interested at this time? You know, leave it at that. But if it's, you know, look at your message that you're sending to people too. And maybe just tweaking a few things in your actual invite message will help. So what I would do is whatever message that you're sending, post it maybe like in our team page, or you can even send it to me or Megan or anyone.
Okay.
And just see if there's maybe something to tweak in it, because sometimes the slightest thing in there makes all the difference. And a lot of times too, you know, if you're messaging people and you just come at them with an invite off the bat, they might get turned off from it. But like if you lead into it like, hey, how's it going? Long time no talk. I hope things are well. Looks like your family's doing great. Blah, blah, blah. And, you know, letting them respond to you first and then going back and maybe mentioning the group that you're recruiting for might be a better way to do it. But everybody's different. So it's just a lot of trial and error. You know, you're so new, Whitney, so don't feel like you're doing something wrong. It's just figuring out what works for you, honestly. And you're not doing anything wrong. It's just, like I said, it just takes some playing around with things that, you know, getting more comfortable with messaging too will help.
And every no is one step closer to a yes.
Yeah. But do you ever have it like where people like ask about it constantly and then they like say no and then they'll ask about it again and then they'll be like I have this one girl that keeps asking and asking but then she still never signs up.
Yeah, I
Just put some pressure on her.
do that. And honestly, I would just be honest and just go, hey, you know, you've really shown interest in my post, that you've messaged me about this. What's holding you back from signing up? Like, let's figure that out so that we can make this happen. You know, sometimes being blunt and forward would work.
Yeah.
Not
Or
all the
say,
time, but
can
in
I
situations like
want
that.
to talk on the phone?
Yeah. Offer to chat with them on the phone so that they can, you know, work it out with you and, you know, talk about what the group's about, and you can answer questions or, you know, any sort of like insecurity they have about joining, you can totally take away from hopping on the phone with them.
I think the main reason people object to it is because they think we're selling them, like, we're being like salesy and we're selling them something that's not going to work, and it's just like Advocare, Plexus, Isagenix, all that stuff. It's just a quick fix that's not actually what it is. So I think that's people's main objection, or sometimes I'll say to people, I have a ton of people that will be like, no, I'm not interested right now. And I'll say, I run them every month. You want me to keep you in mind for the future? And they'll say, sure. And so then in the next month I ask them, and I've had so many people that will say, ask me next month or ask me in 2 months. Or I just had somebody say, put me down for April. Ask me in April. Okay, I'll ask you in April.
You have a lot of people lined up after they get their tax return back. So
Yeah, I've
the
had
reach
people
should be
say,
big.
I will after get my money for my taxes.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, did you guys all get the automated call from Carl today? Because he calls it like the Deichler theory, but it's just leading with like
yeah.
what we can offer followed up by our money back guarantee. So like if we can show them the value of our fitness programs, of Shakeology, and our challenge groups off the bat, and back it up with, you know what, you can do all of this and try it out, and if it doesn't work for you, you get your money back. So
Yeah.
keep that in mind too, you know, for people that are really on the fence, like they have that option to send it all back and get their money back. Obviously it can't be like
I tell that to everybody, and
Yeah.
nobody's sent it back yet.
exactly because it works.
Yeah.
So
And the other thing too is when you get a little time, honestly, go through the files of like Melanie's page and like Alyssa's page.
mhm.
And we talked about this in our Team Cup stuff. Like if you get a little bit, just look through that. There's good stuff in there. There's lots
a
of good
ton.
stuff.
It's
Lots
like
of good stuff.
overwhelming how much is in there. But there's a
Yeah, you
lot.
almost have to take a day.
Yeah. Katie Kurth, we're on the same page right now.
That's right. It's me every night.
Yeah, it's so bad because I like my line and you know whatever. But I told my
I
husband
do too.
we're not having any because we're going with our friends on Saturday all day. We have no kids and it's gonna be awesome. So I'm like, I'm not drinking wine until Saturday, and it's Tuesday.
Here.
And I'm like, cheers.
I like don't have any excuses. I just love wine.
Mhm.
So
I do too.
I'm proud of it.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Wine, I do too, but I have not drank in a long time. So the last time I drank a lot of wine, I already told you this. I had a third child, so that,
I have
let's
to
keep
keep
the wine away.
from somebody's plane. Help me, guys.
It clouds my judgment.
I would die. Not gonna lie, I'm not prepared for a third.
No,
Oh, no, I'm not either. Never,
I mean,
not
if
happening.
there's any advice I could give you, just don't do it.
I don't
Mind
have
you,
any.
like a week and a half ago, Katie was talking about having a fourth.
Four.
I
Yeah.
know. And then it lasted 2 seconds, didn't it? Right?
Yeah.
And then my boys haven't been sleeping for the last 2 weeks, so that's been fun.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like I said, I had my kids for 2 weeks, all day, every day, which is not, I know so many people do this, so I'm just being a big old baby. But it was rough. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
They were
working from home, having them. No, it's hard.
they were
Mhm.
just crazy. All right. We can wrap this up because it's late.
All right.
Thank you all so much for hopping on. I appreciate it. I hope it helps a little bit, maybe get some organization with some different things you can try out. But like as always, let me know if there's anything I can help with, answer questions for, or anything. Just keep me posted.
Okay.
For what
Thank
it's worth,
you.
I like our calls, Evan. So.
Yay!
I know. I do too.
Yay! I'm just gonna like celebrate over here. This the wine podcast.
Drink more. No, it's good.
All right,
Drink
guys.
my water.
You are a coach. You are.
Oh,
Water.
I wish this was full of wine.
Yeah.
I would be on the floor.
All right. Well, you all have a good night. Thank you again, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right,
Thanks.
guys. Bye.
Bye.